Today we are going to learn everything you need to know to get started working out at the gym. This is a super in-depth video and we are going to be covering everything. The first part is explaining what to do before the gym. The second part is what to do at the gym. And the third part is how to stay at the gym. The first part, before the gym. So you have an option to train at home or to train at a gym. I recommend, if you are just starting out, to train at a gym. This is because you will have more motivation and it will put you out of your element. Your element right now is your home and you're not used to exercising. So for you to enforce a new habit that you don't have right now, I would definitely recommend going to a gym. Going to a gym also allows you to be in an environment with a bunch of people working out. And this, even if you're not working out with somebody and if you don't have a trainer, it will give you motivation and it will strengthen your training. Now we are going to work out at a gym. Which gym should you work out in? The most important thing when deciding a gym membership is distance. You want to get a gym membership that is close to your house, 5 to 10 minutes away. 5 minutes is best. Studies have shown that if your gym is closer to you, you are more likely to go. This is the most important thing. You need to get a gym membership that is not more than 5 or 10 minutes drive away from you. Another thing you need to consider when choosing a gym is what hours they are open. I go to a 24/7 gym. Sometimes I'm working out at 5 a.m., 1 a.m., so I need a 24/7 gym. If you know you are going to be going to work from 9 till 5 and at 5 you're going to go to the gym, then you don't need a 24/7 gym. Another extremely important factor, cost. Chain gyms tend to be more price effective. Some examples in Canada include Planet Fitness, Fit for Less, and Fitness World. Just because it is a chain gym doesn't mean it's the most price effective. But almost always, if you're going to a local gym, it is going to be much more than if you are going to one of these chain gyms. Another factor that you need to consider is your work. Do you need to travel for your work? If you need to travel, you need to get a gym membership that is not a local gym membership, unless you want to get multiple gym memberships. You will need to get a membership that is going to be at most of the locations that you need to travel to for work. Some great chain gyms in Canada that are almost everywhere are Good Life Fitness and Anytime Fitness. They are pricier than the other chain gyms that I mentioned before, but they are almost everywhere. The vibe. So when choosing a gym, you can also choose the vibe you want to go for. A lot of local gyms have more of a grungy vibe. A lot of the chain gyms are clean and basic. Neither are worse, but it's just a matter of preference. The last thing that you need to think about when choosing a gym is the other amenities that they offer. Some gyms offer pools, saunas, tanning, massage beds, so you can check into your gyms to see which amenities you want. So now we're going into one of my favorite parts, what to wear to the gym. This is going to be sectioned off for men and women, and I'm going to give you basic ideas on what to wear to not stand out. All of the clothes that I'm showing here today is from True North Sportswear. They ship worldwide. So now, ladies first. For females, we start off with a sports bra. Now, depending on how much you need support, you can get a low support or a high support bra. You don't have to wear a t-shirt, but depending on how comfortable you are at the gym, you can wear a t-shirt. You can wear a long sleeve t-shirt, a short sleeve t-shirt, a tight t-shirt, a loose t-shirt. It all depends on your comfortability level. If it is cold, you are going to need either a hoodie or a jacket, or if you're just not comfortable wearing a sports bra and a t-shirt, you can also wear a hoodie. That's completely normal. And now to go on to the bottoms, you can either wear shorts, short and tight, short and loose, long and tight, long and loose. You can wear leggings. There are so many different colors. I totally recommend that if you don't have any leggings, which I don't think anybody does not have leggings in this day and age, I would definitely recommend getting a black pair of leggings. You see that everywhere. It's so versatile. And the last option is just a nice pair of sweatpants or joggers. For the men, you can wear either a t-shirt, long sleeve, short sleeve, tight, or loose, or you could wear a muscle tank. If the weather is cold, just like the women, you need to wear a hoodie or a jacket. Or if you're just not comfortable wearing a t-shirt, same like the girls, you can wear a hoodie, no problem. That is totally normal. A bunch of people do that. You can wear shorts. And the last option is just a nice pair of sweatpants or joggers. And now, same for both girls and guys, the shoes. So there's two different things that you need to think about when choosing gym shoes. One, how much stability. Two, how much cushioning. There is a little bit of a give and take when you want to balance these two. A shoe that is super sturdy is not necessarily going to have as much cushioning. Some good options for really sturdy shoes are Nike Metcons, or if you're a volleyball player, volleyball shoes, court shoes, basketball shoes. These are really stable shoes that are meant to keep your ankle in place. They are meant for you to be able to pivot really quickly. Those are really good shoes. If you have that, you can honestly just go to the gym in that. For some more cushioning shoes, good options are Adidas NMDs, Adidas Ultra Boosts, or a bunch of Nike shoes. I'll list some options over here. There's a bunch that I can think of. Another super common shoe that you'll see in the gym is Converse. These are a really good option for gym shoes. They basically don't have any cushioning and they basically don't have any stability, but they are great at the same time because sometimes you just want your foot to be able to do its natural thing. You don't want to add anything to it. Therefore, you see a lot of people wearing Converse at the gym. You also sometimes see people wearing Vans at the gym. I have worked out in Vans before, and I don't necessarily recommend it. It is only because the sole of the Vans are a little bit bigger, the soles of Converse are thin, and it almost makes the foot a little bit more unstable. Now, if you've worked out in Vans and you love it, you could totally do that and don't listen to me. Okay, so now we are on to the second part of the video, what to do now that you are at the gym. Let's start off with diet. So I wouldn't recommend stressing too much about your diet when you were just starting out at the gym. I would recommend focusing on your training so you don't get too overwhelmed at once. I find with people a little bit more difficult than starting training is starting a diet or dieting. I'd recommend taking one thing at a time. I also find with my personal training clients that once you start working out consistently, your body naturally wants to eat good foods. You don't have to force yourself into having to diet and having to eat things you don't want to eat and stop eating things you want to eat. It just naturally occurs. There is no resistance. When your body becomes in line through exercise, you naturally want to start eating good foods. So I'm not going to be talking too much about diet today in this video. If you want to see a couple tips on how to stay lean easily, check out my video over here, and I give you a couple of tips. Also, let me know in the comments below if you want to see any diet videos, because I could definitely go into that. I will talk a little bit about supplements that you can take. I would recommend that everybody take a pre-workout. So obviously, if you have any problems with your body, and definitely consult with your doctor before taking pre-workout, but if you can, I would recommend It gives you that little boost, a little bit less resistance when you want to walk into the doors of the gym. Basically what pre-workout is caffeine. It is like having a strong cup of coffee, and it gives you a little bit more energy when starting your workout. Another supplement that you can take are protein shakes and protein bars. I think they are great if you are struggling to get all the protein that you want in to your diet. Again, diet right now is not our main priority. Our main priority when starting off our health journey is to get exercising consistently. If you work out 2+ weeks consistently, I would recommend taking creatine. What happens to a lot of people is they get really excited about going to the gym, so they buy a bunch of workout clothes as well as supplements, and they don't end up using it because they don't stay consistent. These things are not the most cheap. So I wouldn't recommend spending your money on any of these unless you start staying consistent at the gym. Something like creatine. It is only going to benefit you if you are working out. This brings us onto the next supplement that I recommend. If you have the money and if you are training hard for 4+ weeks, I recommend taking BCAAs. These are going to help with recovery. They are not a necessity. So if you don't have the money for it, you don't have to worry about it. And if you don't train hard, it is not going to help you very much. So training hard is a requirement for taking BCAA for them to actually benefit you. Bonus, I would recommend you avoid mass gainers. There is no reason for you to take a mass gainer at this stage. If you are a skinny little boy or a skinny little girl and you say, I can't build muscle, I've tried anything, you're wrong. Every single instance that I've seen where somebody who is very lean says they can't build muscle, it's because A, they are training wrong, B, they are not training hard enough, or most likely C, both. Mass gainers will not give you muscle. They will only make you fat. So now let's go into the training. What I am going to recommend for you right now that you are just starting out is 3 days a week. This is the minimum amount of days that you need to go to the gym to actually get results. You can go up to 6 days per week for exercising. So, how are we building muscle? What are we doing to the body? This is our baseline strength of our muscle. When we work out, what's actually happening is we're decreasing the strength. We're causing micro tears in the muscle. Now, if we rest for 1 day or however many days, our new baseline is going to be slightly higher than our previous baseline because our micro tears are going to heal over and you are going to get stronger and you are going to build more muscle. So something you need to be conscious of is to not train 2 days in a row. Otherwise, what may happen if your intensity is great enough is here's your baseline, you train, you come lower, and before you can come higher and recover, you train again. So your new baseline is actually lower than what it is before, and that is called overtraining. You don't need to worry too much about that right now as a beginner. That is really hard to do, but I still would recommend not training the same muscle group 2 days in a row. Another thing that you need to be conscious of, this is what happens. You can't train 1 day and then train 2 weeks later and think that progress is still there.
So we have our baseline strength, we work out, it comes down temporarily, and then with rest, it comes back up. If we rest for too long, then it is going to come back down to our baseline strength.
So what I have created just for you guys are free PDFs that you can download from the description box below of 3 full body workouts that I have created myself for you guys. I have one for girls and one for boys. The girls is focusing on legs, growing the booty, everything that we want. Guys, it's focusing on the upper body, chest, arms, back. Both the girl and boy plan is full body. Make sure to train your arms, girls, and make sure to train your legs, boys. So when you download these workouts, go ahead and do that now. You are going to see something that says reps, sets, and rest. So what a rep is the actual start and finish of a motion. So for example, that's 1 rep, 2 rep, 3 rep. A set is a set of reps. So we just did 3 reps, we can consider that one set of 3 reps. What if we want to do 2 sets? 2 sets of 3 reps. Then we would do 1, 2, 3 reps, and then we would rest. And then we would go on our second set. 1, 2, 3 reps. 2 sets of 3 reps. So that brings us on to rests. Rests are important. You don't want to take too long of a rest because right now we're not necessarily trying to get the best cardio going. We're trying to build a little bit more muscle. We're trying to get those toned bodies. So we don't want too short of a rest. We also don't want too long of a rest because that is going to waste your time. It's just going to make the workout too easy for you. A workout is designed to be challenging. There is a difference between walking and running. If you are just chilling, going for a nice walk, that's not exercise. Going for a jog, going for a sprint, that is a workout. It is designed to be challenging. Otherwise, it's not a workout. So don't take too long for your rest. Okay, so I was super excited about this one, gym etiquette, and let me know if you disagree with any of these in the comments below. That would be really fun to read. Number 1, don't slam weights. If you are lifting a super heavy deadlift, then yeah, it's okay to slam your weights a little bit. But if you have 10-pound dumbbells and you are just bicep curling and then you just drop the weights afterwards, it's really distracting to everybody. Wipe down your equipment after every use. Don't steal equipment from anyone. If you are unsure if somebody is using the equipment that you want to use, then ask. Now, sometimes people say, oh, I wasn't even using that machine and this person asked me if I was using that machine. If somebody's obviously not using a machine, you don't need to ask them. But if you are unsure, feel free to ask. It's a lot worse if you take somebody's machine and they are using it. Don't hog equipment. This plays into how long your rests are. You can be considerate about that. But in my opinion, if you are using equipment and you are not taking exorbitant rest periods and you are training hard and you take a little bit of time on the machine and somebody is waiting for that, it is okay. If you are getting your training in, that is okay. It's when you are not training, you were just sitting around and somebody's waiting for the equipment, when that becomes a little bit inconsiderate. Wear good antiperspirant. Deodorant is not enough. Some good antiperspirants that I recommend is this one right here. I stole it from my dad when I was 11 years old and I've been using it ever since. It is so good for both men and women. If you want to smell good, this is really good. Another tip to smell good in the gym is to layer. So you can wear this good antiperspirant and a good deodorant. That ensures that you will not stink and bother people in the gym because it can be really gross. If you're breathing really hard because you're exercising and you're breathing in somebody's sweat, don't interrupt somebody's set. If they are working out and actively in their set, don't try to talk to them. Don't stare at people. If somebody looks absolutely incredible and you want to take a look at them, that's okay, but just constantly staring at somebody is really uncomfortable for both men and women. If you see somebody that's incredible and their body's incredible, you can absolutely go up and talk to them whether you're not in their set. The great thing about a gym is that we work for what you see. We don't just get this. So working out involves a huge level of humility. You'll find a lot of people, even if super successful, they are very humble. So feel free to talk to these people. If obviously they don't seem like they want to talk to you, you can back off. But most people are super nice. Make sure if you come up to them in between their set to not make the conversation too long. Before their workout, if they're on pre-workout, they might not want to talk to you right then because their pre-workout's about to hit in. So I think the best time to talk to somebody is possibly when they're about to leave. That brings us into how to deal with people at the gym. One person I would avoid, I have seen this at a lot of gyms, is I'll call him the old trainer, for lack of better words. An older gentleman usually, they will come up to young girls and they will say, "Oh, I am a personal trainer," especially if they don't seem like they know what they're doing. I would be very, very cautious with these types of people because they can often be predators. And if you feel like one of these old trainer types are making you uncomfortable at the gym, I would definitely tell a trusted friend or family member, as well as the staff or the management. Second creepy person, I'll call him the muscular meathead. This guy will come way too close to you, talking to you where you can like smell his breath, and he doesn't understand personal boundaries, and they will keep bothering you even if you make it obvious that you're not interested at all. I have come across a bunch of these muscular meatheads. With these guys, you need to be very straightforward and say, "You are making me uncomfortable, please back off." Talk to a trusted family member or friend, or talk to the management. My girl, you do not need to deal with these people. At the same time, girls, if people are looking at you, it might just be that you're beautiful and really incredible. So you don't have to complain about every single person that looks at you, obviously. But if you feel uncomfortable, tell management, tell somebody. You do not at all need to endure that. And don't let anybody make you feel bad about that. And for guys, there are definitely creepy girls out there as well at the gym. Again, it's a heightened physical experience, and lots of emotions can be confusing. I know girls that have been warned by management to calm down because they have been creeping on a lot of guys. So guys as well, if you are uncomfortable with somebody, tell the management, and they should resolve it if they are decent human beings. A really cocky person at the gym who's just acting like they're better than every single person out there. These people, just ignore them. Usually they don't talk. They're just kind of there. They exist in the world, not only at the gym. So these people, just ignore them. Okay, this is the juicy one. What to do if you have a gym crush and you want to talk to somebody. Okay, so at the gym, it can often feel like somebody is more attracted to you than they actually are. And this is because it's a super physically stimulating environment. This means that you're having a heightened physical experience because you're exercising. So it may seem that somebody likes you more than they do. So be cautious of this when you are trying to tell if your gym crush maybe has another gym crush, which is you. I think the best thing to do if you have a gym crush is just to go talk to them immediately. Like, you see them, you think they're attractive, go up to them that day. Don't let it build up. Don't let your imagination go wild creating fantasies about your gym crush, because then it's just gonna make it so much more intense to talk to them. And I would totally recommend just going to talk to them as a person. Don't just come up with a pickup line. I feel like that would end badly. Just say, "Hey, what are you working out today?" Or, "Hey, I'm kind of new at the gym." Just small talk. And even if nothing happens relationship-wise, then friendship-wise, totally something can form. If you hit on somebody, guy or girl, and the only thing you want out of it is their number and to date them, then you're really missing out an opportunity. And any rejection is such a big rejection. But if you're going up to them and you just want to have a conversation, genuinely, then it's not a big rejection. You just wanted to talk to them. And if something forms, great. And if something doesn't, you had a good conversation. The sun has almost set. It's twilight now. So that is why we have a lighting change. People are scared of going to the gym. Maybe one of them. And don't worry, a lot of people are on the same boat when they enter a gym. Why are we afraid of going to the gym? Well, you can say, "I don't know what I'm doing. That's why I'm afraid." No. that might be a reason. But if we go deeper, the real reason is you are afraid of being judged by people. So let's go into this. The people who judge other people, their opinions don't matter. These people that judge other people are not successful people. Successful people are too busy to judge other people, to look at other people, and to criticize other people in any scenario. So the question is, do you want to put your health on hold, your goals on hold, to put your dream body on hold for unsuccessful people's opinions? You do not want to do that. You want to be as successful as you can. If you have success, you will be judged. And the more success you have, the more judgment you get. What do most people do? They're not successful. They stay where they are in their comfort zone. But you are not going to be that person, because if you do not let the judgment of other people affect you, then you are a successful person who has everything that you want, and you are achieving your dreams and goals. And some people are talking about you. Another thing, almost 100% likely, nobody cares. Nobody's looking at you. Nobody's judging you. You are judging yourself, and you should be kind to yourself. Learning a new skill requires not knowing that skill. Otherwise, what are you learning? You already know it. And that requires you not being the best at the skill when you first start. And that's okay. Everybody sucks at the gym when they first start. And that's why we learn, and that's why we train. And that's why we watch videos like these, to gain knowledge. Your dream healthy body starts with the first step. And then it's the next step, and then it's the next step. But it starts with the first step. And this is the step you are taking right now. And you should be proud of yourself. Okay, so the tide is coming in too, so we need to get this video on the roll. We are at the last section, section 3. Staying at the gym. In this section, we are going to cover staying motivated and keeping consistent. The first step. There are 2 steps to staying consistent at the gym to get your dream healthy body. The first is, don't make it harder than it has to be. Exercising is hard. Like I mentioned before, you were not walking, you were running for a reason. You are training with intensity. Your heart rate is going to go up. You are going to sweat a little bit. There is difficulty in exercise because that's what exercise is. It's causing a stimulus so you can gain strength, so you can gain muscle, so your body adapts and changes. There is going to be difficulty in exercise, but do not make it more painful than it has to be. You are the only person that can stop you. The only thing that will stop you from getting everything that you want and more is your mind. So what are we gonna do about it? Every single time your mind says something negative, I don't wanna be here. Why am I doing this? You are planting a seed that is growing into a tree that will make you unsuccessful. Every single time you have these negative thoughts, you need to change it consciously. Repeat after the negative thought. Change it to something positive. Every single time, I don't like this workout. I like this workout. I don't want to go to the gym today. I want to go to the gym today. Now, the important thing with this is every single time, as you rewire your body, you are rewiring your mind. The only thing that can stop you is your mind. If you gain control of your mind and your body, now you're unstoppable. There should be no reason why you do not like an exercise. Just because an exercise is hard does not mean you don't have to like it. Every single exercise is hard. Deadlifts are one of the hardest exercises that you can do in the gym. They are so many people's favorite exercise. It should never be an excuse that if an exercise is hard, you do not like that exercise. So every single time you say, I don't like this exercise, ooh, I really want to get these lunges over with. Say, I love lunges. Even if you don't believe it, even if you're lying to yourself, You're rewiring your brain. Right now, you're lying to yourself. In the future, that will be your actual thought pattern. Step 2, we are almost at the end of the video. Don't rely on motivation. Cultivate discipline. If you only do the things that you want to do, when you want to do them, you will not be successful. Exercise builds confidence. People that are disciplined in exercise are confident people. Why? Because they trust themselves. They say, I am going to do something difficult. Exercise is difficult by definition. It is not walking, it is running. But I am going to do it. And every single time I say I'm going to do it, I do it. There is trust there, and that is where confidence is built. So what you must do to not rely on motivation, to rely on discipline, is to build that trust with yourself. How to do this? You say you are going to do something, do it. Have a strong determination that when you say you are going to do it, you are going to do it. No excuses. Every time an excuse comes, change that thought. Change it to something positive. I don't want to go. I'm going to go right now. Another type of you are struggling on discipline is to cut out a time slot. Say you work from 9 to 5. Say after work, I'm going to drive right to the gym. I'm not going to stop anywhere. I'm going to go to the gym. And it will occur a day that you don't want to go. I'm telling you right now, it will be there. So you need to decide right now when you are motivated and that you are clear-headed. I am not going to skip out on the gym no matter what. And if you are really struggling, go for 5 minutes. For me, go for 5 minutes. Go into the gym, put your shoes on, go on the treadmill for 2 minutes, and then be out in 5 minutes. You're not training your body with that. Nothing's happening there, and that's okay. If you're really struggling with discipline, that is a starting point. This allows you to still cultivate that trust. What you're saying right now is not, I am going to have the best, most intense workout every single time I go to the gym. What you promise yourself, say it after me. I promise that I am going to go to the gym 3 times per week on this day, this day, this day, no matter what. I'm going to go to the gym 3 times per week, no matter what. I am going to go to the gym 3 times per week, no matter what. So even if you go for 5 minutes, you have not broken your trust. And slowly over time, you will not be going for 5 minutes. Every single time, you will be going for an hour. I have learned so many new skills in my life. I'm a self-proclaimed pro for learning new skills and sticking to them for the rest of my life. And that is one thing that I use when I am creating a habit. Even if that one day, I have to do it for 5 minutes. I have to say, I want to meditate, just sit down on my bum for 1 minute and then get up and have my mind wild, but that's okay. I would not recommend a gym partner. This is because the only people that are going to be your gym partner are newbies like you. The likelihood that you are going to get a gym partner that is motivated and disciplined is basically 0. And what is going to happen is they are going to flake out. Maybe second workout that you want to do with them. Maybe in 5 workouts, but they are going to flake out. And what are you gonna do? So now you have their undisciplined and you're undisciplined. It's way more likely that you also have an excuse to not go to the gym. I would not recommend a gym partner. What I would recommend though is a very good personal trainer. So most likely you will be able to tell who's a good personal trainer and who's not a good personal trainer by looking at their body. If they have a great body themselves, that means they know how to get a great body. Most likely they know what they're doing. Usually great bodies don't fall on people's laps. They can help teach you the skills that might take you 10 years to learn in 1 year. They can be expensive. They are not necessary, but I would definitely recommend a personal trainer. If you are living in Vancouver Island region, I do own a personal training business and I am a personal trainer. I will leave the link in the description box below if you are interested in my personal training services. Another thing that I would recommend is joining a physique competition, joining a bodybuilding competition. What this is going to do is give you a huge initiative to stick with your workouts with great discipline. This is because you are going to be going on the stage in a couple of months in basically no clothes, being critiqued in a line with other people. And that can be very terrifying. But at the same time, the hardest part when somebody is new to the gym is to create a habit, to create a routine. Having a 4-month period, a 6-month period, an 8-month period, where at the end of it you have to go on stage and be judged, that keeps you in check, motivated for those first couple of months when the habit is forming. It makes it easier for after your competition to just continue on with your training because now you have discipline. There are absolutely cons to joining a physique competition. If you want a video about that, let me know in the description box below. I was also thinking about doing a bikini posing video with bikini posing routines for the IFBB for 2023. So let me know in the description box if that's something you are interested in. If you check this video over here, this is a stretching routine for bikini posing that helps you get into the bikini posing positions. So that is the video, everybody. I will show you the sunset after. It is so beautiful out here. I am by the ocean. The tide is almost at me. You might be hearing the water coming in and out of the video because it is literally right beside me. I'm so excited for everybody starting their fitness journey. Exercise can not only change your body, it can change your life. I am so happy that you are taking the first steps to getting the life of your dreams, the body of your dreams. Please subscribe and like the video if this video has helped you at all, and leave a comment below telling me what you're most excited for now that you are starting your fitness journey. Until next time. The tide has come all the way up to me. I need to get out of here. But look at that sunset.